Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Enigmatica 6. Expert, how are you guys doing today? How's life? Depending on your mood, I'm either happy or very sad to hear that. So in this mod pack, we have a teeny tiny bit of a problem. You might notice that my armor is garbage. Iron armor is something that we can do at this very moment and we can get an upgrade for our armor. The problem is that upgrade is garbage. Cause chainmail gives you a protection of 5. Iron gives you 6. What we really want to do is to get diamond armor, which gives us a protection of 8 and a toughness of 2. So going around and killing mobs is not going to be as dangerous as you would think. The problem is, if you look at the recipe, we need enriched diamond from mechanism. And you don't really want to go the route of enrichment chamber, cause that's going to take, I don't know, 10 episodes. Essentially, we need an induction cell, which needs blazing capacitor, which needs blazing crystal, which needs blaze honeycomb. I'm not gonna lie to you, that could take a while. Of course, the other method is fishing and hoping that we get lucky and get some Neptunium, but that's really based on luck. But the best option is that we go to Atum. Cause we can literally dupe the artifacts, we will not have a problem, we just need to kill one pharaoh. At least that is my assumption, if nothing has changed since the Enigmatica 6. We can also bring in villager and invest in a villager trading hall, but essentially, I have to make a choice. And until I make that choice, let us do a few automations. As it is the norm with the recent update of Create, I think the first item that we always have to automate is the precision mechanism. Why is it important? Well, ignore the crazy recipes in this mod pack because you will get lost, but we essentially need it in order to make the rotation speed controller. Meaning that we don't have to control the speed using different gears, we can just do it in literally one block. I don't really think with the schematics of Create there's anything for me to explain, but it's kind of fun to automate it. Anyhow, most of the early automations that we're going to have with Create are going to be powered by 16 water wheels. I did put soul sand, and they generate 320 stress units, each of them, except this guy, who's confused. I don't know. It fluctuates. The entire setup is the same, I'm just confused about this guy. I don't know if you can put magma blocks and make it go faster, but this is fine for us. So I did make our rotational speed controller, but I do want to make a few changes here. This is too chunky. I mean, I can literally do this in like a 3x7, we don't need to go this big. Okay, so I did make it much more compact, I set up the filters, and let us see if it works. Essentially, the idea is that we give it a gold plate, and everything else should be automatic. So far, so good. When the precision mechanism is ready, it should go inside that barrel. Will you? Yes. Perfect. So far with 64 RPM, we are using almost 2.5 of the water wheels. That's a bit much. Oh, and also these guys, I forgot, in 1.18, they don't consume any stress units. Well, we don't need it to be that fast. We can go to, I don't know, 48 RPM? Yeah, we are saving quite a bit. It doesn't have to be that fast. Well, I guess the only thing remaining is that we kind of have to make it look less boring, otherwise it's functional. Oh, and by the way, the reason that I'm being very generous in using andesite casings is that, well, I found a roguelike dungeon, and it was made out of andesite casings, and also brass casings. So we're good for the moment. I was going to say that I have done a crazy amount of quests, let us see what we get. Well, that's brass casing, repeaters, okay, give me something useful. That was an epic one. Copper casing. Okay, chromatic compound. That's actually nice. Although having only one is kind of useless. Builder's tea. Oh, I got a fan. Legendary loot box. I don't know what it gave me. They fall from that island and then they go to my house. What's wrong with you? And then he despawned. Oh, these were not brass casings, they were adjustable crates. I never understood why the hell would you want an adjustable chest, but later on when we get into refined storage, we can use it for automating the precision mechanism. Cause we don't want 27 stacks of cogs inside the barrel, we can just have one stack. Just to really call it a day, maybe we should also make a mechanical arm. Thank you. Cause only this one was remaining in this line and it was kind of bugging me. Ooh! Garbage. I think someone does not understand the concept of legendary. So I have been checking what kind of other automations we need to do in Create, and oh, it's Cobbee! You're back! Hello! Come, let's go home. So, how's life? Oh, my young apprentice. I already did. People have no idea that I started kidnapping villagers by enticing them with an emerald block. Over the rivers, and through the dense jungle. And after kidnapping the important villagers, I burned down the village and arranged a few accidents. Fire is the only type of light darkness likes. And therefore, my dearest Cobbee, nobody knows what's behind the vault. Definitely not kidnapped villagers. At all. Nobody saw anything, right? I'm not in the business of kidnapping people. Just letting you know. Anyhow, I was thinking what kind of automations we need in Create, and well, the first thing which occurred to me was plates. Cause you know, a metal press from immersive engineering is kind of slow, but I did notice, well, we can make it inside a multi-press servo. It will be far easier to automate, and technically we should be able to craft it. The only problem is, it needs a block of steel. So we need to start a bit of immersive engineering by making the coke bricks as well as the blast furnace. And well, this is the recipe. Oh, wait a minute, it gets worse. For coke bricks, you need coke brick blend, and for that you need cinder flour, which you get it from crushing wheels. So this guy is on the list. We need 21 mechanical crafters. That is good. It doesn't really matter where we set it up because we just need like 2 sets of crushers and then we're good to go. So this configuration of crafters is going to be incredibly temporary and we don't really care. So we just put it here. 4 brass casings, 1 shaft, and the rest is andesite alloy. Oh, can I configure it when I put the items in? Oh yeah, I can. Nice. Seems to be fine. And if I'm not wrong, we just need a cog and you should work. Hopefully. And it's fast. Very fast. Yes. Give me. Can I make 1 more? Just in case. I think I can. Andesite alloy is cheap. And we do have it in sufficient numbers. So who cares? Thank you. Thank you. Do we need this for anything? Yeah. Let's make a bit more andesite alloy and try to craft as much as we can, because I'm tearing this guy down anyways. This is going to be the 5th set and I think we have more than enough. We're good. So you come with me. For making the coke oven, we actually have everything we need, it's just a little bit grindy in order to get it. However, coal coke on its own is kind of garbage, we kind of need it in order to make steel, so we also need to make a blast furnace. And here is the part where I have a teeny tiny bit of a problem. We need red nether bricks, so we need nether wart. And we also need marl, which is from Atum. So one stupid problem at a time, let's go to the nether. Hey, not the portal, with this. Nobody around? Nice. I don't really want blazes, I want warts. Ah yes, I was looking for the entrance. Hello wither skeleton. You withered me, jerk. Ah yes, nether wart. Finally. I hate this place. We go home. So we do have nether wart, but there is something that I want to check. You know this rich soil from Farmer's Delight? There's apparently a nether version for it. It does not really have a terrible recipe, but I was thinking maybe nether wart is going to grow much faster. It's just a thought. I have no idea. A weird door. Wonder where it goes. We need the green stuff, not the red ones. But I did bring Phyto Grow. Can you, like, grow? No. I did manage to find a biome where we have this dwarf nylium, and well, this is the thing that we want. And it is just for testing purposes. I don't even know if it's gonna work. We also need some basalt. Oh, this one has to be next to a flame. Not water. It's fine, fire is easy. And while our fertile soil is cooking up and I want to try it with nether wart, let us make the cinder flour. I'm assuming something like this is not fine. We put a shaft and then a gearbox. Now you should be fine. So a chest, we put a chute so that everything goes inside, and we drop the netherrack. Yes, but that's really fast. Okay. We also need some basalt dust, so I'm crushing some basalt. That is incredibly fast. I'm lazy to put netherrack. I'm lighting it up every time. So what we need to make is this coke brick blend, which is a combination of basalt, cinder flour and clay balls, and 100 millibuckets of water. I don't think there's any point of automating it because we don't need the coke bricks for anything. So I'll just craft this one manually. Can I just give you water? Yes, yes, coke bricks. Finally. But we also need to do some sequenced assembly, and that means we also need some construction paste. That dense construction block comes from the powder, and the powder is easy. So the setups that we're going to make today are going to be used only once, and then we're going to dismantle them. Except the precision mechanism, because well, that's different, it's used in a lot of recipes, but these ones for blast furnace and coke oven, well, we're only going to do it once. Meaning that I'm really not going to care how it looks, because we're going to dismantle it as soon as possible. So I have made some construction block powder, and we did manage to get a fan from a quest. Yes, it's pushing. We give you water, drop the powder, and wait. And I'm still waiting. Yeah, it's still the powder. Hurry up. While the construction paste is getting ready, let us set up our sequenced assembly. So you're going to get a filter for coke bricks, you as well, and you as well. And we divide it by, I don't know, half a stack each for the moment. Yes, construction paste. We just have to crush it. Oh my goodness, that is a lot. You also get a filter for construction paste, and you go in. So how do we make this again? Paper. We just want one coke oven, so 27 papers. And I have been cooking more coke bricks. It's not fast enough. You know, we're on episode 3 and we only have one furnace. That's garbage. Who made this? Well, that was literally not paying any attention, but now it should work. Yes, yes. Very good, very good. We have to do this 4 times. Oh, that means you need a stupendous amount of coke bricks. But that is once we are 25% done, and I just have to get more coke bricks. A lot more. Well, I thought that is going to be a faster method of smelting, and it is. This is the 3rd time. Oh, we're already out. Weird. 27 was not the number. I think we need 70 plus. Yep. Oh, wait a minute. What did I do? Oh, each one gives you 3. I made too many. As a reward, are you going to give me the hammer? No, would have been nice. I made the hammer and let us make some coal coke, then we will see what we have to do for the blast furnace. So we need 9 pieces of steel in order to make the multi-servo press. We can already make the induction smelter, so technically we don't need to have a blast furnace from immersive engineering. But in order to automate coal coke using thermal expansion, we kind of need the blast bricks. And I personally think that a pyrolyzer is very important for us because not only it will give us coal coke, but we can also process oil. We do need tar in the future, because you need it in order to make the paste from power with blaze cake. But in any case, ladies and gentlemen, our first piece of coal coke, which is not a quest. Here is the deal. We need to go to Atum, therefore we need to make a scarab. Why do we need to go to Atum? Because in order to make the blast bricks, we need to make marl, which is made from strange sand. I don't really know what strange sand is. Maybe it's the normal sand which spawns in Atum, but we have to find it anyways. Of course, we also need rubber, which is something that we will worry about next episode. But in order to make the scarab, which we need in order to go to Atum, we also need sun metal blend. This one is an enchanting apparatus recipe and requires mana. So for making the scarab, we need to generate mana. That means we are going to have an arcane core, enchanting apparatus, 8 pedestals, and we need to make the arcane gold from Eidolon. So it's gold, redstone, soul shard, and the conduit. Perfect. I'm really hoping you're going to give me 2. Yes, thank you. Of course, this is the cheaty recipe for arcane gold, which does not require any mana, and this is why it's expensive. Go to hell. I really need to get rid of that island. One day. I need to make 2 more, it's not going to be a problem, but we can get some gold inlays, that is good. For generating mana in Ars Nebu, the only source link which is available to us at this very moment is this guy, which works whenever the crops are growing next to it. So we just need to make 1, and that requires another conduit, which is always nice. Thank you, thank you. And that should be a quest. And just because I have literally 1 more conduit, we're going to use it for arcane gold. We don't have to do this recipe ever again, because I think we have all the gold inlays we need in order to go to Atum, yes. And we're going to even be left with 1. So eventually I want to go with the source link which consumes food and gives us mana. This is why I'm not really bothered. But that means we also need a farm, and since we want to use food in order to generate mana, we're going to go with Sourceberry Farm. This guy which we already found. Let me set up a farm and I'll be right back. Oh, by the way, the soil is ready and I can plant wort. Are you gonna grow fast? I don't know. I'll wait. So I wanted to make the same setup that I was using in All the Mod 7 in order to harvest source berries, and then I noticed we have the sequenced gear shift. So I can tell it to wait for a new redstone pulse, and then send the piston by 9 meters forward, then I'm guessing bring it back by 9 blocks and then end? That should be easy. It's just that making a clock is going to be painful. You need advanced PCB. Or you can go with gauges and switches. That also works. So I guess here's how it's gonna work. We're going to have a vertical gearbox. We bring it down by a few blocks. Another vertical gearbox. And then maybe 2 water wheels. This is just for testing purposes. We're going to fix it later on. So, do you actually work? No, of course not. You're missing the piston poles. Now do you work? Do you even rotate? We should not have weight. That makes sense. Yeah, that should be much better. Now do you work? No. Oh, you do work. You're just not very smart. Or maybe I'm not very smart. We'll fix it. Also, we should configure the piston to place only in the starting position, so that this doesn't happen. Yeah, you don't need the wait time. You just press the button, it should go forward. Yes, it goes forward. And whenever it reaches the end, it should come back. Yes, very good. Well, it's not great, but it's generating us mana. it's 4% full. Of course, the farm itself is not fully automatic, but I just wanted to see if source berries also give us mana, which is true. So we're good. We just have to make it a bit more faster, and maybe I can have another 9x9 farm, maybe over here. We need more soil, that's it. So it has been a while, and this episode was supposed to be released tonight, but I don't think I'm going to make it, cause, you know, we're still in production. I have finished the farm. We have berries, we have carrots, we have wheat, we have rice, and we have netherworts. And obviously this guy did not take a significant chunk of time to prepare, but the villager trading hall, and that guy took the most. Did I say villager trading hall? No, we don't keep villagers, obviously. And this guy that you see over here is basically the bulk smelting thingy from Create, where you drop stuff in front of a fan. I personally hate the idea of having a fan like this and having to drop the items in front of it and then wait for it to smelt. And you know, jump to pick it up and burn in the process. So I just decided to cover it up, use conveyor belts, and well, you can access everything from here. We have a line for fire, we have a line for lava, and we also have a line for water. And it's very difficult to get out. But essentially the idea is that you drop the items in, they will be processed, and you will get them over here. So now that we have crops and we are generating a decent amount of mana, let us get the scarab. For the sun metal blend we need sulfur, which I haven't found it yet, but I'm assuming we can just mix coal with enchanted ash. It's so weird that you have to make sulfur in a cooking pot. But it does work. Okay, very good, very good. I was going to move the enchanting apparatus to our farming area, but I guess we can just move the mana jar. This should hold its inventory? Yes, it does. So, you go over there. We need 4 silver dusts and 1 sulfur. Actually, sulfur goes in the center. My bad. Thank you, thank you. I did actually manage to find some source gems inside the chest. This is the original texture. Those stupid pillagers are everywhere. We do it over here. So, gold inlay, pewter inlay, source gem, and sun metal blend. And we fire in the hole. Did we get it? Yes, perfect. So with this, ladies and gentlemen, we have also unlocked Atum. We do have the scarab, and we just have to make the portal for Atum, which is like easy peasy, it's just sandstone. And I think you only need like 4 pillars like so. Yeah, that's probably how you make it. We are not fully geared up to explore there, but I really want to check it out. Let's see. Oh, it was just a delay. So it's fine. Here we go. Ouch. So are you strange sand? Yes, that's good. We do need a waypoint. We make it red, so that, you know, we can see it from far, far away. Oh, there are bees. Nice. And one lovely thing would be, yes, torches. We have found loot with jerks. Onion crate, nice. You know, on the map we are looking for an oasis. That's a village. And we should definitely try to avoid those guys because we're not geared up. We just run. Oh yeah, this is a village. Actually, the village itself is not very important. What we're looking for is that. An oasis. You're from Alex's mobs, right? Yes. And you don't even drop anything. Okay, we have reached the oasis. That's perfect. And we should get some seeds. Emmer, that's good. And flax. Perfect. We could have also used the flax from supplementaries, but I'm guessing, well, this one works too. With supplementaries you have to get lucky. Someone has to sell it to you. Lag spike. Can I sleep here? Yes. Someone's coming. Okay, I can't sleep here. We run. We have to come back here later on for the mummies, but for the moment we just go home. It's a horrible place. And I'm surprised that we are alive. We actually needed flax for a lot of things, so it's very good that we found it, but with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one, bye bye.